Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night, everyone. I hope you're happy. Stop. Let me introduce myself. My name is Zidan Ahmad. I'm from a class of chemistry. I'm here to explain material about philosophy of science entitled Methods and Means of Scientific Thinking. Background. Philosophy is the result of a human mind who seeks and thinks deeply about the truth. In other words, philosophy is the study of the true nature of things. Formulation of the problem. 1. What is the scientific method of thinking? 2. What are the function, objectives, and weakness of the scientific method of thinking? 3. What is mean by means of scientific thinking? 4. What are the functions and roles of language, mathematics, and statistics in the means of scientific thinking? Discussion. Scientific method of thinking. In our daily activities, when we are active in our respective environments, it is certain that we cannot be spared from thinking. It's just that the level of thinking power is different for each person. Thinking can be said to be a very important activity because without it, humans are in a dark and empty atmosphere. Man is not able to know the environment in which he lives. Who is the creator of this universe? Even he is not able to know himself and the nature of his existence in the world without going through an activity of thinking. Thinking can also be said to be a natural thing for every human being who is healthy or not crazy because of the elements of creation that have been created by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala in the process of thinking. It actually involves certain elements, namely 1. Healthy brain, 2. The five senses, 3. Previous information, 4. Facts. Next, the function, objectives, and weakness of the scientific method of thinking. The function of the scientific method of thinking is to assist the process of the scientific method to obtain theories and other knowledge. Scientific thinking also relies on the process of introductive logic and deductive logic like science, which is a combination of inductive and deductive reasoning. Then, use the scientific logic method to conclude and summarize the meaning of the process. Scientific logic is the most important scientific thinking tool. Logic is a way of system thinking effective and defensible. Therefore, logical thinking is thinking according to the rules of thinking, because help cannot be more than one. Next, means of scientific thinking. Epistemology is a way to gain knowledge in the study of philosophy. Thus, epistemology of science is a method scientific research that examines sources to obtain the correct study. Scientific research focuses on sound methods to identify problems, collect data, analyze data, and draw valid conclusions. Among us, function and role of language, mathematics, and statistics in the means of scientific thinking. Language as a means of scientific thinking. Language is a verbal communication tool that is used in all process of scientific thinking and natural thinking. Mathematics as a means of scientific thinking. Logic comes from Latin, from the word logos, which means word or word. Logic comes from the ancient Greek word, which means the result of consideration of the mind expressed through word and expressed in language. Logic is a field of knowledge that studies the principles, rules, and procedures of correct reasoning. In other terms, logic is a way to obtain true knowledge. As, as a means of scientific thinking, logic directs humans to think correctly according to the rules of right thinking. Thank you for me.